Hi, Andy here at Wawasee Boat Company. Today we're going to take out this 2024 Supreme S240 and take it through its paces and show you what it can do. So let's go have a look. All right, Logan and I are getting ready to head out in this S240, as I said. And this has the silver metal flake with a black hull, and it's got the brown and black accent interior. It's a very sharp boat. It's got strapless board racks, bimini, so long bimini with surf pockets on top. Just to give you a quick overview, you can see the surf tabs right there. Just an awesome boat. So let's go take it for a ride. All right, we're out on the lake. We've got everything empty. Just want to give it a quick run through the paces. We're gonna run it through sort of like if you're skiing, like 22 miles an hour, and if you wanted to pull a slalom skier, you know, at 32 miles an hour, do a few turns so you can see how the boat handles, because it does handle great. So let's go for it, Logan. The boat planes off great, so you don't even lose the horizon. And then just in standard, if you're pulling a tuber, we're at about, I'll show you on the gauge here, we're at about a little over 20 miles an hour. So if you're just pulling a tuber, or it's got actually, even without any ballast, it's got a fairly nice wake, nice lip on it for wakeboarding. All right, let's take it up to about 25 miles an hour. You can see how that wave flattens out a little bit. It's a really flat wave for a 24-foot boat at 25 miles an hour if you're teaching somebody how to water ski or whatever. All right, let's run up to 32, Logan. So you can see it actually has a relatively flat wake. I would not say it's a ski nautique wave, but it's a really flat wave for a 24-foot boat. It holds a lot of people, so you can really, it's part of what makes it just an awesome all-around boat. All right, let's slow her down to about 25 and do some turns. So, I'll show you how nice it turns. It really handles. It just handles like it's a 20-foot boat. It really is a nimble boat. All right, so let's go ahead and slow down, and we'll set it up for surfing. I'll show you how this works here. Just go on your screen, hit your user settings, which you can program and tweak and adjust, and we're just gonna say surf left. So, and you just hit activate there. Now everything's starting to fill, so we'll just wait here for a little bit, and we'll jump back on the video here when everything's full and ready to go. All right, while it's filling here, we can go to, if you want to see where your ballast is at any one time, you can go to your, whoops, sorry, you gotta hit the ballast button, and you can see each tank there's arrowed going that way, which means they're filling. If you want to see how full specifically one tank is, hang on a second here. You touch that one and it pops up over here, and like that says 11%, 12%. So already in a minute, it's, it takes about 10 minutes, and that makes sense. In about a minute, it's already 15% full. So we'll let those continue to fill, and they will stop when they get to their set levels, and we'll go from there. So I just want to show you that's how you can check it. And then if for some reason you were done, didn't want to, you can do drain all or fill all. And in your user settings, the first one says go home, and if I pick that, it turns all the surf settings off, and it empties everything because you're going home, or you're done surfing. So it's very user friendly, easy to do. So we'll just jump back on here when it's done filling. All right, we've got the tanks full. Just to show you here, you hit the little home button there that pops out, and if I go down to user settings, we've chosen left side surf here, and it's we've got it 100, 100, 70, 70. So the surf side's the heavier side. Then you just hit activate, which it's already to that thing, so we're good. And then if you go back here to the home screen, sorry. So from the home screen, you've got your 11.2 is what it's set on. You do need to turn the cruise control on if it's not already on, because that does not come on as part of the settings. Center tab, we just leave it 0. You can make that number, you can adjust the center tab right here, and it goes up or down. You push down on it if you want the nose to go down, is basically what you're doing. But 0 is nose up is high. If you want to flatten out the wave, you can make that number climb. Still got depth finder, all your engine temperature gauges, water temperature. But again, going down here, just to give you a quick overview, if I want to go to my surf settings when I'm actually driving, this tells you where my tabs are. This tells you where my quick surf's on, and I can go left and right, change sides. This is how full my ballast are. Whichever one I touch shows over here if I want to individually adjust that one. Here's my mapping, which is really nice. It says where we're at on the lake, and anything in the white is over 15 feet deep, so that's where you want to be for surfing. Where your music, and then you've got your surf settings, which we already went through. So basically, when you're all set up and you know you're keyed in and you've got all your tweaks made, you know, a lot of times I just go to maps, because then I can make sure I stay in the deep areas. But if you're on a lake where you know it's deep all the time, that's maybe not as important. But on this lake, we've got a lot of funny, all the blues are there. You wouldn't hit bottom, but they're gonna make your surf waves smaller. So, all right, let's go ahead, Logan. We're all queued up for the left side or port side surf. So let's take off. You can see how with the proper settings, it's awesome. Throws up a great wave, nice curl to it. Another nice thing, this is eye level from your driver. You can still see over the bow, which is nice. All right, so we're gonna change so when you wanna switch to the other rider. All right, it's full, but I'll show you what we did. On the user settings, we chose right surf. So now all the settings, the tanks, basically all it did was topped off these and pumped some out of that side. So now we're ready to go. Whoops. All right, so this is on your I'll show you this too. This is your surf settings. So if you want to go left to right, which basically you're gonna be on one side or the other, then your home screen right there. So, all right, let's go. This is not gonna be right side, this side. Settings, and then you hit the very top one, it'll show go home, and then you hit activate on that, and everything will start to empty. And now if we go to you can see all those have the arrow pumping to the left, which means everything's emptying. You go to your home screen, your cruise control's been set up to 22 miles an hour, and the only thing you probably want to turn off your cruise control, but that unless you don't want to go over 22 miles an hour, but just all your surf settings have been turned off, everything's good to go, and you're ready to go home. And then again, you can see where you've got your depth finder here showing 40 feet, all your engine temperature, volt meter, oil pressure, and then you've got water temperature gauge, so it's easy to get to. And then you've got your gas gauge across the top. And then you've got your stereo volume over there. You can control, this mode has the optional remote, the stereo remote right here. You can control it through here, but what's nice is when you're surfing, you can just turn the knob and turn the stereo up and down. So that's really nice without having to disrupt your screen. So we found that a nice thing. And just that was something obviously everybody wanted, because that was first started as an option for this model. This is a 2024 boat, and that was when they first offered the option. So obviously everybody wanted to see that. And then you also have in the glove box up in here, in addition to, like, I've got my flash drive plugged in there. You can play music through the flash drive. Here's your battery switches, and then over here is the actual head unit for the stereo. And then you do have from here and from here, you do have, when you're on your stereo, a nice thing they do is they offer zones. So you've got interior, tower, and sub. Sorry, my hand was in the way. Interior, tower, and sub. So you can go to your tower and turn those off or turn those on. So, you know, common courtesy is, if you're not pulling a rider, to not have your tower speakers on, so that you don't offend people on the shoreline. Just gives them more to complain about, and this is nice to have the availability. Now when you're pulling a rider, if you don't want it loud in the boat, you can have it loud just for the tower speakers and not for the inside the boat, which gives the people in the boat a little bit of reprieve from the loud music, unless you want it. So that's your choice. You've just got more choices. So it's a good thing, and we love it, and most of the boats today are starting to get into that, but this one definitely has it. So if you have any other questions about the boat, we're just going to drain the tanks and head back to shore. This also does have a bow filler cushion, as you can see. Just give you a few little walk around here. It has this slide-in air dam that slides right in this track, so it goes down to block the wind. It's got a heater, so that pulls out with a hose, so you can put it up under your towel. That's your nav light here. Your red and green light is right there, and then you've got the GPS antenna there for your cruise control. Same thing, you've got your other nav light over here. You've got obviously the cover. You can see your amplifiers up there. Got your dual batteries right there, and like I said, your battery switches are up in the glove box, and then you've just got, that's the boot for the bimini top. You've just got storage everywhere. Sorry, trying to do this with one hand. There you go. There's one of the cover poles. A lot of cottonwood flying around here. It's in bloom right now in our state. And then your tanks back here. You can see your tanks are they're emptying. You've got a storage tray on top of the engine. Same thing over here. Can't do it from that angle. And that's starting to drain down as well. Just an awesome boat. Be a great wake surf boat for the family, but also if you want to do a lot of other activities, it's a good all-around boat. It does have the pop-up ski pylon. Just pull that up and twist it. It stays up. Goes down. Swim platform back there. It's nice and quiet. This has the silent stinger plate, so the exhaust is going down through the trim tab that's underwater. Let's see if I can get out there a little bit. So it's just obviously the swivel board racks, which we talked about. It's the strapless board rack, so these just pull out, and then you can adjust it. So if you have a long board and you can't pull it out far enough, you can unscrew this and slide this out to here, which allows it to accept a board that's that much wider or thicker. So give us a call. We'd love to talk to you about the boat. We appreciate you watching the video, and let us know if there's anything more we can do to help you. Oh, the other thing is Logan's got his phone in there, but it's a wireless phone charger. All you do is push down, that unclips. Just set that in there. It's that easy. So give us a call, and we'd love to talk to you more about the boat, and we'll talk to you soon, hopefully. Thank you.